You want to lay your fabric out on the widest side of the fabric, line up your selvages, and then we're going to take that and fold it in half. I need to take my shoulder width of 39 and divide that by 4 and use that to cut out my shoulder area for the opening of my dress. So I'm going to do that right now. Okay, so 9 3/4 will be between the half and the 10 mark, which will be to this line right here. So that's what you'll see me using. I'm tracing out the neckline of my dress, and I actually want it to dip kind of low. So I want it snug around my shoulder so it doesn't slide down and out of place. But off the shoulder, you can't raise your arms a whole lot, so you have to keep that in mind. Okay, when you get to this part of your dress, you want to cut straight across because you want it to match the other side of your dress. So make sure you're cutting straight across. If you can't eyeball it straight across, then use a ruler. So make sure it's straight. Sometimes I think I drew it straight, and then when I match it up with the ruler, it doesn't match. So make sure you use something, or you can use an arm side, which mine is in the other room. Okay, so now. Okay, so that's the armhole. So now, well, that's the neck hole. I keep calling it the armhole. That's the neck hole right there. So now we're going to cut that out. What you see me measuring right here is from the edge of my sleeve to my neck area. Mine needs to be 15. It measured out to exactly 17 inches. So, well, 20 inches. And because I'm going to fold it in on this side and then fold it in on this side, I'm going to just let it free flow. And I'm going to cut out the outside panel. And I'll let you see. I'm going to trace out on the fold how my gown needs to look, and then I'm going to cut the split in it. Don't know if I did this before, so there's that, and then I'm going to fold it over. The fold line is still here. I'm going to match up this underarm piece like I did before with the edge, and then I'm just going to carve out my bottom. The reason that we're tracing out a line that we can see is because we want to sew along the side. We don't want to actually cut the fabric and then sew it back together. So we're just going to sew it down, and then we're going to continue. But we don't want to do it to the point where we sew through all 4 sides. We're going to sew through 2 sides at a time. Bless you. Okay, through here, I don't know if you can see it. This is where I traced out my silhouette. So I'm going to sew it along those lines, and then I'll come back. One thing I forgot to mention before I start sewing is to pick up your fabric and pin it down through both sides. So you have the front and the back. Make sure you pin through both sides for the silhouette. And I don't know if you can see, well, yeah, I can see it through my lens, so I know you can see it, but make sure you pin down all the way down so that you don't miss where you're sewing, and that way it sews down evenly on both sides. You're going to use this line to guide you. My needle is in the middle, so that's where I'm going to line it up. You can do this twice so you ensure that it stays put. And make sure you're following the line of your silhouette. And then once you get to the end, leave about 1/4 of an inch open so that you can fold it under and do your hem. Okay, so you're going to sew until you get to the end. But you're going to leave about 1/4 of an inch free. So that you can do a rolled hem on your garment. Okay, so this is the silhouette of the dress again, and that's the other side of the silhouette over there. And you're going to smooth the dress out. We're going to now cut our split. You're going to lay out a ruler going down the length of the dress, making it parallel to the seam. And you're going to take your scissors and cut it going along the seam as high as you wanted it to go. So I've made mine as high as I want it to go, and then after that you're going to do a rolled hem and then close it. I'm going to show you what it looks like afterwards. Fabric's a little wrinkly, but I'll steam it in the end. So what you want to do at the top of your split, you want to actually make sure you hem it there as well, and I'll show you what it looks like when we're done. I'm just going to do a rolled hem. I'm going to spread all my fabric out in a straight line and then do a hem there. I'm not going to make it difficult for you. So lay it out side to side and then just keep rolling once you get to your hem. Some people do like to cut little pivots here, little tiny ones, so that it will be easier to do. That way you can roll your hem right there.